think of eye of the moon and the dinner table, because everything happens at lunches and dinner,
Uh-huh.
and which is really cool. Is it's like the round table,
Ah, yeah.
you are a knight at the table, and you have to. There's certain things, and of course there's certain things you don't understand, like the Grail, and and what that all means, and but it's there, and it's sort of, and that slowly begins to take shape. I've done that very slowly because it's hard. You don't, because the characters are the thing that makes it sing, but they have to sing a song, and
Mm.
and so it's like that's you have to still sort of express. So it's but anyway, you do have that lunch element of it, and that's again the Jane Austen thing. I thought Jane Austen was so cool. You'd have these table conversations. Len Dayton did that a lot. And I think that's those are really, that really makes for really good drama. You can say an awful lot in a conversation, far more than you can in the scripted narrative. So
That's the sort of childlike fantasy of like, there's the evil guy and I've got the sword and we rush at each other and do I kill him or not? It's another to be like, it's a lavish meal. It's the perfect wine. It's a great steak. And somehow love and death are going to be battled out here at the table. And I think we just all get that. We just get, doesn't matter what the level of affluence is. We understand that those things are taking place. And with a book, these scenes, I think what's so great, Jane Austen similar, is like, as the reader, the permission to give into that. To be like, okay, because in our own lives, it's not quite that. It's also like, how was your day? And what are the, who's picking up the kitty litter and all the, in a good way, it's not, the stakes aren't so high, but also underneath is happening. Marriages are being sorted out. Sibling rivalries are being, like, big stuff's happening, but it feels buried. And those scenes, I feel like I almost lust for, because you're like, right, to sit there and be like, all right, this is what's really going on deep below and got to do. But also, and this is what I love in these books, like, what's that wine? Like, what? Just like, oh my God. Because also knowing what it's like to be not simply intoxicated because you've had spirits, but to be intoxicated by really quality spirits and food is a real thing. Like high level cuisine and
dude,
and
yeah.
how it's balanced and paired. Like, it's not just that it tastes good, like it affects you, like it moves your spirit and puts you in a different space. So knowing what it's like to be in that elevated, like the clink of china and glasses and the patter of conversation and the perfect pre-drink cocktail and the perfect wine, and you're like, it's just an incredible space to operate in.
Eye of the Moon, award-winning Book 1 of the Eye of the Moon series, written by Ivan Obolensky, narrated by Carter Roy and Vanessa Richardson.